Hello, so sometimes in algebra, we would encounter this question or this problem where perform the required operation on these expressions, 5 over x plus 2 plus 3 over x minus 1. Dason, ang ginasa ulo tayawas, ang ini pala nga do image, oh. Okay, so paano na siya ginihimo gani? If you could recall, you multiply 5 and x minus 1. So, do cross multiplication siya. 5 times x minus 1. And then, copy ang sign. So, plus ang sign tade. Plus. And then, multiply ta naman ni sila duwa. So, 3 and x plus 2. 3 times x plus 2. All over. These two, we multiply them. So, multiplying x plus 2 times x minus 1. This one, i-simplify ta siya. So, we are distributing 5 pasulod eh. So, that's 5x minus 5. And then, the positive 3 pasulod. So, that's plus 3x plus 6 all over. Diba, ini siya foil, oh. So, x squared plus 2x minus x minus 2. Simplify further. So, combining like terms today. Ang duwa nga may x, 8x plus 1, numerator ta. So, x squared plus x minus 2. And this is the final answer. So, if you would just like to add two rational expressions, ang ating answer would be this fraction. Alright. But, what if ang problem naman is, or ang given is, this whole fraction, and we would like to see the partial fraction decomposition. So what if we would like to find the partial fraction decomposition, or like what were the original fractions that were added or subtracted that became 8x plus 1 over x squared plus x minus 2. So, dapat mabalik na to karon sa given, okay? So, your focus should be on the denominator. You have to write down the factors of the denominator. So, the factors looks like they're 2 and 1, positive 2, negative 1. Okay? And then, copy mo na lang ang expression sa babaw. Equals. You separate ang mga factors. Plus x minus 1. Okay. And then, so notice mo ang x plus 2 and x minus 1. Do wala pa man exponent, no? Wala pa man siya naka-squared, cube, or whatever. So, we are going to just use letters A and B. If may ikatatlo pa da factor, you can use plus C. Kung may kaapat, plus D, so on and so forth. So, in this case, you only have x plus 2 and x minus 1 as the factor. So, we're just using A and B. Next, kinanglan siya i-multiply by ang factors mismo. Because we want that ang mabilin sa piyak na side sa equation is just 8x plus 1 equals A, pero x plus 2 times x minus 1 divided by x plus 2, cancel out si x plus 2, ang nabilin is x minus 1. Same ang matabo kay B. So, makancel out si x minus 1, ang mabilin is just x plus 2. Scroll up lang ko. So, at this point, you think of the roots na. So, para this expression becomes 0, x should be equal to 1. So that 1 minus 1 is equal to 0, diba? Let me get rid of that. Also, for this term, para maging 0 siya, x should be equal to negative 2. So that negative 2 plus 2 is equal to 0, diba? So let's get rid of that. Now, if x equals 1, we already know that this term is going to be 0. So I'm not going to copy that anymore. Instead, I will substitute 1 into all of the x's. Ignore ko si A ha. Focus ta kay B. So that's 1 plus 2. 8 plus 1 is 9 equals 3b. Divide by 3. B is equal to 3. in this side, if x is equal to negative 2, we already know that this becomes 0 anyway. So we're just going to ignore that. Oops. And let's focus on a only. Substitute na lang ng x. 8 times negative 2 plus 1 equals a times negative 2, oops, minus 1. So, negative 8 plus 1 is, negative 16, negative 15 equals a kag negative 3. Negative 3, negative 3. So, a is equal to positive 5. Notice nga wala ko pa siya ginbaksan gid because ato ni siya nga i-rewrite as, let me scroll up here. Remember this part, di ba? So I'll rewrite the problem from earlier. 8x plus 1 all over x squared plus x minus 2 is going to be equal to, sino to guys si a? 5. So 5, anong dalom ni a? X plus 2. Plus, sino nga si B? Diba 3? Punta ko ni 3. All over, anong sa dalom ni B? X minus 1. So, this is the final answer. As you can see, this was the given rational expression and these are the two partial fraction decompositions niya. Kag sa previous na ito nga example gina, if you add 5 over x plus 2 and 3 over x minus 1, they will become 8x plus 1 over x squared plus x minus 2. So, kumbaga, balik-balik la. So, this would be especially useful when you get to integral calculus because it's easier to integrate partial fractions compared to this longer rational expression. Okay, let's try another example. Alright, so let's try this one. 7x minus 1 over x squared minus 2x minus 3. So we want to find the partial fraction decomposition of this expression. As told earlier, dapat focus kita sa factors ang denominator. So the factors seem to be x, 3, and 1. And the signs would be negative and positive. Alright. And then, copy lang si 7x minus 1 sa babaw. Equal. So, meron lang kita dua ka factors. And it looks like wala pa sila sa exponents. So, I will just use A and B. Alright. Earlier, what we did was multiply by x minus 3 and x plus 1, diba? This time, I would like to show you ang ginatawag na heavy sides cover up method. Okay, so let me get rid of this part na ma-multiply kita and we'll use the heavy sides cover up method. So what is heavy sides cover up method? So it's similar to what we did earlier. Let me just put this up here. Okay, so think about the roots para nga maging 0 ang ini nga term. So, if x equal or x minus 3 dapat maging x equals 3 kay 3 minus 3 is equal to 0, diba? And the root for this guy is x equals negative 1. Okay, so if we are processing A, if x equals 3, we will get A if copy mo si 7x minus 1 all over. So, cover up method, diba? So, you have to cover up whatever is the denominator here. So, it's as if you ignore this part. Ignore siya ko, no? So, x plus 1 na isulat mo, de. And then, substitute na lang tanan ng x with 3. Minus 1 all over 3 plus 1. 21 minus 1 is 20 over 4 equals 5. Okay, so A is equal to 5. Okay, ganda naman ta sa isa. If x is equal to negative 1. So, let me erase this. So, we want to solve for B. And we will cover up x plus 1 kaya siya ang denominator ni B. So, 7x minus 1 all over x minus 3 na lang. So, substitute na tanan nga x with negative 1. Negative 1 minus 3. So, negative 7 minus 1 is negative 8 over negative 4 is equal to 2. Alright. And then, this is not the final answer yet. Let me rewrite this dalom. 7x minus 1 all over x squared minus 2x minus 3 is actually equal to, dumduman yun niya. Si taga si A, nasolve to na gina. It's 5 over, iya nga denominator, x minus 3 plus B. Sino si B, nasolve to na, 2 all over, ang iya nga denominator, x plus 1. And this is the final answer. This was the original rational expression, and these are its partial fraction decomposition. Okay, let's try another example. Now, how about this example? So, x squared over x minus 2 times x minus 3 squared. So, may something na siya nga do different, and also the given expression is already factored out for us. Okay? So, isulat na lang siya. I can see here x minus 2. Kabalo ko nga since wala man siya sa exponent, a lang siya. Plus, okay, how do I process x minus 3 squared? So, as you may know, x minus 3 squared is 2 kabilog ng x minus 3. So, ang isa, ari na, and, ari lang ang weird, x minus 3 squared. Kita nyo? So, if it's squared, you have to write one of the factors like this, and then the other factor like x minus 3 squared. Gamay lang daw palayo sa topic, but like, example, one of the factors is x minus 3 cube. What do you think would be the partial fraction decomposition nga mga denominators? So, it will become x minus 3 something, A, B, plus B over x minus 3, pero naka-squared. Dason, hasta makalabot ka sa cube. Kita nyo? Cube. Squared, cube. Kung squared lang siya, ang raised to 1, dason squared. Tamo na siya ang aton nga bagong rule regarding this method. Okay, and then, it's the same. Oops, change color. B kag C lang ta Japon. So, mo itong medyo bago, diba? Alright. Now, you can think of the factors already. So, the factor, as I can see here, dapat mahimo nga 2 para 2 minus 2 is equal to 0. Meanwhile, for x minus 3, this should be x equals 3. So, that 3 minus 3 is equal to 0. How about for this guy? Later na lang. Okay. So, we can go with the heavy sides cover-up method, but I would like to show you multiplication first, okay? So, mamultiply kita sa factors. So that x squared na lang bilende equals a times x minus 3 squared plus b times x minus 2, x minus 3, plus c times x minus 2. Okay. If x equals 2. Okay, sa tanan nga mga terms, sino ang may mo 0? Ini may mo 0? Hindi man. Ini may mo 0? Yes, because may, excuse me, may 2 minus 2 kita this. So, it's going to become 0 and the same for this guy. So, we are only left with, wala ko pang sulat. We are only left with the a term. So, that's x squared. That's 2 squared equals a times 2 minus 3 squared. 4 equals a. Negative 1 squared is 1. Therefore, a is equal to 4. Now, if x is equal to 3, sino nga mga terms ang may mo 0? So, it looks like ang ini nga term may mo 0. So, let's ignore that. This term will also become 0. So, let's ignore that. Let's just focus on C. So, 3 atong i-substitute. 3 squared equals C. Lesson 3 minus 2. 9 is equal to C. 3 minus 2 is just 1. Therefore, C is equal to 9. Okay. Now, ang trick question, paano natin makuha si B? So, let me just move a little bit here. If x equals 0, amo ni gamiton ta. If x equals 0. So, wala sang ma-0 sa ilang mga terms, but you already know what A and C are, so you have to substitute them. Okay. So, ang x squared, may mo siya nga 0 squared equals, ang A na solve na, 4 times 0 minus 3 squared plus, ang B, amo nang ginapangita naton. So, 0 minus 3 plus, ang C na solve na, 9 times 0 minus 2. So, 4 times negative 3 squared, that's 9. 9, sige, mudang ko na lang. 0 equals 4 times 9 plus B times negative 2 and negative 6, that's 6 plus 9 times negative 2. So, this is going to be 9, 18, 36, diba? 36, and then minus 18 is equal to negative, plus 6b is equal to 0. So, this is 6b equals negative 18 divided siya sa 6. B is going to be negative 6, 12, 18, 3. Okay. So, B is equal to negative 3. And, let's see here. Gusto ko magsaka pero hindi na lang. Because I want you to see everything. So, let me just erase this part. Change color ko. Equal. So, x squared over x minus 2 times x minus 3 cube is actually just, sino guys si A, diba? 4 over x minus 2. Plus, sino guys si B, nasolta na, ay, negative 3. Negative 3 over x minus 3. Lesson ang C natin is plus 9 over x minus 3 squared. And this is the partial fraction decomposition of x squared over x minus 2 times x minus 3 cube. Okay.